Okay. Let's crack on. Now, we left off just taking Castle Black. Was it Castle Black we took? I think it was. And the wall. We were going to take the castle next to it, but it was too heavily garrisoned for our wounded troops. I need to switch these screens around because I'm craning my neck to look at chat and it's bothering me. Bingo bongo. Yes, Mr. Vespillo, I do agree we do need to go archer farming. Probably sit in one of the villages next to the town. Problem is it takes ages. And we might get jumped. I pooped myself then. Those numbers were next to each other. I thought that said 4,216. I was like, we're gonna die. We're all gonna die. Right. Castles. Shadow Tower's friendly. Well, not friendly, neutral. So let's head over there, see what we can find. Get a ton of night watchmen to act as our archers. Should be fine. Krakenhall, I don't care. I'm dealing with the Night King. Don't care. I think the boys are scooping up all the troops. No, they're not getting any. There's far too many parties trying to get troops out of this thing and not enough troops to go around. Maybe we head over this way. We can still recruit from these even though they're taken over. Have you played the open beta for Battlefield 6? No, mate, I missed it. So the night that I actually put aside time to download and play it, it was already over. Oh, we can't recruit from there. Okay. We're gonna have to take it then, aren't we? Let's see what the garrison is. 481. I'll be honest, I'm not sure we can take that. Peace offer from Dawn. Whatever. Right, we'll take all of these boys. We'll take what we can at the minute. Castle Rock's under attack. Alright, that's fine. Why is the garrison empty? Because I'm looking at the wrong one, that's why. Give us 400. Give us... Put that down to 20. Allow to buy horses. And there isn't anybody in the garrison currently, so they can't create a recruiter, but that's fine, we'll sort that out. We only need one person. It actually works better if you've got more than one person, but we'll use one person for now. Ah, no, we'll have to use more than one. Dang it. All of those guys. All of them. Right, so that's basically put together a recruitment party. I'll do that. If we get these Night Watch recruits, we can still turn them into crossbowmen, which is fine. They'll have less ammunition, but they'll still be viable as archers. It's just not ideal. We do the 50 of them. We could do with taking one of these castles for ourselves, because then I can set the garrison to recruit them. Okay. Alistair Thorne. Oh. Well, you're human. So that's a mistake. Because I can starve you out. I wanted a castle. Now you've just given me one. Much appreciated. We need to take the walls because this will be, as before, we are predominantly infantry, so we'll need to rush it. Queen's Head is under attack. That's fine. Mole's Town. I don't even know where that is. We get, whoops, the daisies. We'll get ourselves some fire catapults. Because we do need to make sure we're limiting losses here. Did you get a companion in Realm of Thrones after you became a member? I don't know. Does Annika have a character? You do not. So we'll get one sorted out for you, pal. The elf playthrough. Yeah, we're going to do the elf playthrough. There's a lot of things we need to get around to. King Kaelin, we are going to recruit some of the clans at the moment, mate. Because we're a brand new kingdom, relations are a bit sour. The main thing we're focusing on at the moment is getting up north to get some giants to help us take down the Night King. Apologies, my phone is apparently on loud. Chat it. Good evening, Bonaventure. Welcome to the stream. Benedictus. Well, at least you're more polite than the others, mate. When I first put my face on stream, the first 10-15 messages were, "Man, you look old." So, yeah. Thanks for that, boys. Really know how to make a guy feel appreciated. We're about to lose Casterly Rock, and we're just going to have to accept the L on that one. We're too far away to do anything. I put the garrison up to like 600, so whoever's taking it, they're paying a price for it. Wait, they had 600. How they've gone to 700? Genuine question. I think I'm going to make Annika a giant. The first giant that gets distinguished service will be Annika. Shadow, I'm 37, buddy. So to you young'uns, almost dead. The wall's under siege. Well, that could be a problem. Oh, do you know what? I think I know what's happening there. There's no garrison there at the moment. Ah. There's literally no garrison there, so they can take it with like 200 men. And I'm pretty sure that's probably what's happening. I'm out of horses for the Kingsguard. That's unfortunate. Right, militia's nothing. What do you actually have? 102 elite rangers. Okay, that's going to suck. Alright boys, decision making time. We either commit to this siege on this castle or we peel off to go and defend the wall. I'll be honest, I'm leaning towards defending the wall. Yeah, I thought we'd all agree on that one. If we get there and it's like 2,000... Oh, no. Oof. Oh no. Yeah, no, we can't fight that. There's not. Okay, so coming for the giants was a bad idea. We're just gonna put that down to a bad idea. We're gonna head back down south. We've still got King's Landing. We can get gold cloaks for the archers. We head south, we build up an army. Boys, I think we're going to have to go for the dragon. I don't think we have a choice at this point in time. And we've just run out of food as well. So our army is going to diminish as we leave. Which is always nice. May I purchase your grain, good sir? Very good. We'll hit a few villages on the way home. Castle Rock, we're just going to have to let go. We're probably not going to get there in time to do anything about it anyway. Okay, that place is on fire. I think trade will be the last thing on their mind. Winterfell. I wonder if that's... They can't surely have, like, massive garrisons in all of these places, right? What? There's another 2,000 strong army there. So that's the Night King's 3,000. Do you know what? We head for the dragon. We head straight for the dragon. Do not pass go. Do not collect £200. And he is in... Is it Volantis he's in? I think it's Volantis. By the time we get there, hopefully they've declared peace. Got 2 days worth of food. This could go horribly wrong. Take your grain. The Dreadfort has 757 garrison. They do, they all have massive garrisons. I think what we'll do though is if we go dragon, we use the dragon to thin out the armies, and then we don't use it against normal armies. We only use it against the undead. Oh, we need to get out of here. Like, or do we go? Let's go King's Landing until we get our troops situation sorted out. We should have enough food now, yeah? Yeah, we're fine. We're just paying too much in tribute now. Pretty sure that was another 2,000 strong army I just saw dock up. Right, if I keep allowing them to attack my settlements, I'm going to consistently lose them. The Night King's getting close to King's Landing, which is scary. I say I get rid of those. I can't. Dang it. I was just going to abandon them. And just fall back to King's Landing and use that as our main base of operations. And we can recruit from these villages. Oh, one person. Sweet. Helpful. Joffrey Baratheon, what are you doing in King's Landing? Yeah. Just letting time go on while our boys recruit up. We can have another party, can't we? No. Ah! Rocket launcher mod. That would help. Night King is very OP at the moment. I think we've left him alone for too long and he's grown too strong. You do sound like another creator, if I'm not wrong. It's Lionheart X. I watched Lionheart. I like his Warhammer Total War stuff. He's a good creator. It's because he's British. That's probably the similarity you're hearing in our voices. Get Vagar. They don't eat, so it's very cheap for the Night King's garrisons. Yes, it is. And they don't get paid wages either. So there's no limitation on how many he can have. Bonaventure, no idea what's happening on this map. Basically medieval warfare. Yeah, I don't have to upgrade companions. I don't have enough cash or influence to spare really at the minute. You're right, Lady Kryptonite. I'm good. How are you? Well, that was quick. Yes, I do watch a bit of Tactical Enlightenment's work. I'm not one for min-maxing, though. That's not kind of my style. I'm more of a YOLO. Oh, the Vale's declared war on us as well. This is lovely. No, the update for the naval battle isn't up yet. You get it the day that's not 90 plus degrees. I feel your pain. It's been rather warm here too. Alright, I've got a couple of these bad boys. Everyone's dying to the Night King. Yes, they are. Because he's stupid strong. That's why it's kind of essential we go and get the dragon. At this point, even if we lose King's Landing, I don't think we can avoid getting the dragon. It is, blah, 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 blah. It is Volantis that you're getting from, isn't it? I mean, guys, correct me if I'm wrong. This lags so much when you speed it up too much. No, Shadow, I know you can get one from Danny, but there's a guy you can beat in a duel, and if you beat him from in a duel, then you get his dragon.
If you please, stop there.
Shut up and die.
I heal.
Good call. Crownlands recruit. Crownlands guys are turning into archers. The Night's Watch were turning into archers. Large bag of thin throwing axes. I mean, sounds like fun to someone, somewhere. But it ain't me, son. Just stop. Like, we've only just signed a peace deal where I was paying you like 7,000 a day, and now you're like, no. Right, if it wasn't Volantis, I'm about...
Before we fight, I would know your name.
Oh dear. Damn it. We lost 200 dudes. That's rough. Yeah, no, we can't beat that much in one fight, guys. You're nuts. There we go. Yeah. If we had 500 tier 3, tier 4 into tier 5 troops, then maybe. But as we didn't... Right, hang on. Is it this place? I'll recognise it because there's an annoying market on the right hand side. Oh, it is not this place. I've just declared peace for no reason. No, this isn't it. Antlers. Thank you, Galen. Let's have a look. That's a castle. I don't think it's there. Hang on. Let's exercise some Google foo. Mantaris. Yeah, you are. You're all right, brother. My apologies. So we need to find one dude. If I remember how this quest works, we need to find one dude who tells us there's a Valerian around here somewhere. That's it, Gimli.
I'm at your command.
So we find Gimli, talk to Gimli. Gimli tells us there's a Targaryen around. And then we go and find the Targaryen. We duel the Targaryen. We beat the Targaryen in a duel. We get the dragon. The hard part is finding Gimli. Huh? Now, Gimli looks like a homeless dude. And he could be anywhere. Shop worker, shop worker, shop worker. In the alleyways. Could be. That's not him there, is it? Oh. What, boys? Yeah, Caitlin, that's why I sent one of our guys to go and fetch all the boys. Yeah, they come running, look. This is not going to be a duel, it's just going to be a full-on beatdown. To be sorry, brother. We need the dragon. Is that him down there? It could be. Nope, nope. That's just an alleyway. I don't remember what Gimli looks like. It would make this quest just like super annoying. God, cheers, Bona. With the companion stuff, I'm just trying to find a way of making it both fair for everybody to get an opportunity to participate and also interesting for us. So I think adding the death mechanic in is going to make it a lot more interesting because there's a chance at any moment that any one of us could die. That looks like him. No, it's a merchant. Alright, hang on. That, genuinely, I thought that was him. That's just a townsman. Is it a white cloak he's wearing? Is that where I'm going wrong? No, he can definitely still spawn in. The last time I did it, I had all of my companions with me as well. Oh, by the way, for anybody wanting to do this and recreate this, you do only get one shot at beating Gimli. If you don't beat him, you don't get to come back and do it again. Not Gimli, sorry, the Targaryen. Alright, I give up. Time to cheat. I think that's him. There. Is that him? Ah. That's not him. I don't think he interacts with the other townsfolk. No, he doesn't. Actually, it doesn't look like that. Yeah, we're off. That's not him either. That's the Targaryen. That dude there. Oh, we get that sword as well, by the way. So that's the Targaryen that we've got to fight. We've got to find Gimli first, who tells us that the Targaryen has a dragon egg. I don't think that's him. Come on. Right, instead of guessing, let's actually look up what this dude looks like. Alright, he's got a big beard. He's wearing a grey overall. With brownish coloured hair. This dude. That's who we're looking for. Is that him? Nope. His beard is not bushy enough. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, nope, nope. Nope, nope, nope. Maybe. Nope. I don't think it goes into the market areas anyway. I'm not 100% sure. The last time I found him, he was at the market, or rather walking past the market. Not him. You alright, Blake? How's it going? No, it doesn't show you him by pressing Alt, unfortunately. That would make it very easy. Bro's tweaking out. Leave him be, he's having fun. It's the Valerian dude. Gimli, Gimli, wherefore art thou, Gimli? Hast thou flown the coop? Whoa, Jesus, that was a bit quick. Gimli? Nope, 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 nope. Nope, nope, nope. 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 The first time I fought that Targaryen, I got stuck on a market stall and got killed. I was so angry. I was like legitimately angry. Right. I think whoever said that we probably have too many companions in here might be right. Because somebody did mention in the Reddit thread that I was reading that if there's too many companions, it doesn't spawn in. Because there's only so many NPCs that can be in a town at once. I didn't think that was the thing. But it might be a thing. Bro is sniffing that rug. Smells fresh. Right, we'll have one more scout round, and then we'll put all the some of the companions into the tavern and try again. So we find Gimli. Once we've found Gimli, he tells us about the Targaryen. We find the Targaryen. We fight the Targaryen. The Targaryen gives us the dragon egg and the sword. We hatch the dragon. We hunt down the Night King. We burn his army with dragon fire. Back to King's Landing. Kick up our shoes. Bask in the glory. That is the plan. If this material stops getting in my way. And do you know what I forgot to do? I forgot to press record at the start of this episode again. So I'm going to have to pull this one off the live stream. That means the quality is going to be bad. So when I apologised earlier on for the quality being bad, it's going to be bad again. So I'll apologise again, in advance. I'm sorry for anybody watching this afterwards. Or I've had to pull it off the live stream. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That has potential. That's Gimli. That's him. Right, where are we? Where is he? Where are you going, fat man? Gimli! You rotund individual. Get somewhere this stupid. Okay, so that bit is done. So now we leave. We save. Ugh, sat on my own leg. Nothing like a self-imposed injury. Then we go back in. In fact, just in case it does the dirty on me, tries to autosave. B for Jigen. But that's not a D. Jigen. Get us weapons. Yes, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to fit us all out, because we've got 300k, so... And the civilian gear tends to be quite cheap. The question is... That's a civilian weapon. Yes, this huge claymore is 100% a civilian weapon. Obviously. You can't have shields. That's a no-no. Oh, dude, some of this stuff's sick. Unsullied armor. Unsullied boots we can wear. I'll take 22 armor every day of the week. We already have quite a lot of stuff. Alright, let's do the auto-equip. Minus the horses, boys. You're a drippy bunch. Right, now we go wept. I'm sorted with a two-handed monstrosity. Northern swords, they do alright. Just getting dressed for the beatdown, boys. You guys got to use the filthy Lannister sword. Sorry about that. Have to wash your hands afterwards. Okay. I will pay 70k. I don't think I will. But I appreciate the enthusiasm. All of that. All of that. Some of that, some of that, some of that. Ah, I think we're ready. Come on, boys. We got this. Do I like any of the old RAF World War II planes and stuff? Yeah, I used to be obsessed with World War II when I was a kid. No neck guards. What? Oh, some of you don't have neck armor. Good spot. Night Owl. If the draft is in the announcement section, it's not. It's in the... There's a category called Knights. In that, there's one called The Order and one called Companion Submission. It'll be in there, buddy. Are we going to make member clans? Yes, if the campaign allows it and there's time, we'll absolutely have member clans. Dum-dum-dum. We can't have the unsullied armor, buddy. It won't let us. Look. We can't use that in civilian mode. When they've got a blue background, we can't use them. We can only use the stuff that's got a clear background. Heavy cloaks are probably our best bet, to be fair. Because, you know, we're in the desert. That's what you want. A nice, big, warm, heavy cloak. To make sure that that heat stays locked in. We're going to be some sweaty boys. Cool. And there isn't really any armor better than what we already have. In the base game, the Battanians have a whole ass breastplate that you can wear. So I'm just checking the time. Yesterday I realised that we were supposed to do 45 minutes on Realm of Thrones, and we did an hour and 50, so... Still getting used to this streaming thing. Oh, da-da-da-da. Evening, Lee. How's it going? Right. Let's stop procrastinating. Let's get in there. And kick a Targaryen's teeth in. Steal his dragon and sword and then leg it. The good old British way. Bespillo, I think what we'll do is probably get the dragon and then go and take it to one of the big armies to test it out. Alright, boys. There's going to be a thing called a 1v1. And what I need you to do is when I turn around to run, I need you all to jump in. Yep. Good.
Peace to you.
Oh. You're all already following me. Sweet! I didn't have to go and fetch you all again. Alright, where's this Targaryen? I ain't running around and looking for him. Not when we got eyes in the sky. Ooh, that's not him. He was staring at a wall somewhere last time, wasn't he? Sometimes he's outside the prison, which is here. Nope. Oh, Mr. Targaryen. Wherefore art thou, sire? I have an excess of butt weapons, and I'd like to hand you one. Oh, is that him? Yeah, baby, we found him. Come on, my completely nondescript, definitely not looking like a small army group of individuals. Need chaos armor. We'll farm some more chaos troops later on when we're in the Empire playthrough. Can you guys, like, move? Is that doable? Yeah? Nice. Brilliant. Appreciate it. I thought follow me was a simple instruction. Apparently not. No? Okay. This is literally the bit that I need you guys for. Come on. Let's go get messy. I got stuck in the dialogue option. One v one, baby. Look at a smiley boy. Hi. That was a fair fight. In my eyes, it was a fair fight anyway. Oh, we don't get his sword. My apologies. I was fibbing. Alright, so go on. Alright. Trago of the whatever. Look at him. The gains keep. He can keep it. Get it? This is a keep. He can keep it. I'm so funny. Mine town. We could probably squash those with a dragon. You do get the sword, you needed to pick it up from his body. Now you tell me. Oh yeah, I absolutely could take them, but we literally just said that we wouldn't use it against people. Okay. You realize I have a dragon, right? They don't know yet. But they will. By the way, you can actually use the dragon to burn down gates as well. So if you get to a siege and your battering ram's been destroyed, you can actually use the dragon to burn down the gates. Although using it in defensive sieges and stuff gets pretty ropey, so I wouldn't advise it. Right, we go to the keep. We buy a ton of Kingsguard recruits, just because we're low on troops. I think 300 should be enough. And then we need food. We don't even have that much food. Let's go out and get more. Hand over some troops. Captain of the King's Guard. Oh yes, we need, can't forget that we need horses. What did I just give him? Whoops. Alright, that's fine, that's fine, that's fine. We're all golden. Let's go find a Night King army to beat on. The Night King's just taking everything. I wonder if Gulltown's under siege by the Night King. So we go and have a peek. We just need to find a Night King army to fight. And then what I want to do is just test the effectiveness of the dragon. So I'll drop a quick save before we get involved. And then we'll attack the army just to see what we can... Obviously if we win, we'll keep it. But if we don't win... Yeah, it was under attack by the Night King. We just missed it. Defenders 600. I don't know if I'd be able to angle the fire well enough. We'll have a stroll around, see if we can't find any of their armies. 612. Oh, here we go. Is the Night King himself. So I don't know if we can win it, but we'll drop a save. But as before, we're testing here. If we beat him, fine. If we don't, I'm not going to take the loss because I'm more interested to see what I can do with the dragon. I'm pretty sure if I fly, they do have 400 archers. And I don't remember how to use my dragon breath. I think it's F or R. F. Okay. And then we should get the option to join the battle. There we go. Enable Dragonflight, yes. And we attack.
On my command!
Brianna Tarth, I think she's on foot, isn't she? Infantry, infantry, infantry. Archer. Archer. Cavalry, cavalry.
Infantry move!
I'm not seeing a horse in there, are you? Be easier if the frickin' dragon wasn't in the way. Where's Brienne? She should be near the middle. She's there, look. No, she doesn't have a horse, that's fine.
Infantry! Forward! Infantry! Forward! Archers! Forward! Cavalry! Move! Horsemen! Move! Now forward!
Okay. Let's make a move. From what I remember, approach it from the side. Okay. Still getting things thrown at me. I got trapped there, and that cost me half my health, half my dragon's health. I need to get those clean in and outs in. Still getting hit.
Soldiers! Troops! Charge!
This is where it gets messy. Somebody told me before, if you lose the dragon, like if the dragon gets knocked out, then that's it, it's game over. That's not true. For the dragon, that is. And I've got to kill as many of these pretty boys as I can before they get to my boys. That was a waste of a run. This guy's coming after me. Whoa, hello. I need them to come more out into the fields. Uh-oh. That was me almost immediately down.
Move! 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 Forward! Soldier! Line formation! Attack!
I can't control anybody. Everything's gone to pot. Well, we managed to kill 900. So a third of their number. And this is fine, because all these guys are undertrained. So, we got the answer to our question. Oh. We got the answer to our question. We can take on probably 2,000 with a strong army, maybe a little bit more. And to be fair, I can fly in, and as soon as I fly in, I can order everybody else to retreat, and then circle back in again and go again, and then circle back in again and go again, and then whittle them right down. So yeah, I'm happy with that. We'll leave it there for tonight. Obviously, we're not going to do this. We're going to load the previous save, so I'm not going to bother saving it. What does everyone think? We dragoning it up?